night shift. Working that graveyard shift here, nothing good is going to happen, probably. Yep. And let's find out. Let's see what IMDb has to say. While working her first night shift at a remote motel, a woman begins to suspect that the property is haunted. Yep, see, like I said, night shift, nothing good is going to happen. But some people got to work at night, and that's the way it is. So, um, all right. So, new movie just hit theaters, also on video on demand. Um, so that's where you guys can check this out. I received a screener for this one, so you guys know that I will try to keep this as spoiler free as possible. There's a little bit twist and turn here, so I'll try to keep this as secretive as possible. Um, so got those things out of the way, so we can go ahead and roll here. Um, Basically, it is basically what it says there in the summary. A woman shows up at a hotel, motel, I should say. Of course, it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, very dark and kind of creepy looking. Um, this is obviously the night shift, so it's nighttime. And so the entire film is just in this, or most of the film is at night. So it's going to be dark, and she walks in, and it's, I'm not gonna say spooky, but it is a little bit run down motel. Um, maybe some reminders of Psycho, sort of. You kind of have that kind of reminder there in the background, and especially, as she's there. Um, she meets the guy who owns the hotel, is running the hotel. And basically, she's filling in for him. He's got things to do during the night, and somebody else usually fills in the shift. But this person couldn't make it, so this woman comes, and it's her first night there, and she's going to replace her. The beginning kind of opens. He kind of shows her, this and that, and a few of the things, and she has questions for him, of course, and what to do, and she seems a little scared. She wants to be precautious, and you kind of see her early on, before we even get to any of the mysterious stuff that's gonna happen. She's kind of asking questions. Like, what if somebody comes? What if this happens? She wants to be prepared. He gives her his number so that she can call in case she really needs something or something's going on. And so, she's already a little bit on edge, or worried. Again, it is the night shift. I think anybody knows, work at the night shift anywhere, you want to be extra careful, and especially in this motel in the middle of nowhere. So, she kind of plays that off to kind of start. And then he eventually leaves, and she kind of gets settled in a little bit, and she goes, and you see that there's at least one other guest there, and it's not the warmest of welcomings, but she kind of introduces herself, and then she's kind of goes about her business, and so forth. And as this goes on, you kind of see her, always looking around, kind of cautious, kind of thinking. And, they're going to slowly try to maybe, I'm not going to say jump scare you, but keep it kind of mysterious and creepy. There's going to be a car that kind of comes by every once in a while, and she's looking at it, wondering what's going on. And I would say, the film does a pretty good job of raising the temperature and the tension. It's going to start off very, kind of slow with it, and then kind of pick it up as it goes. Like I said, she's precautious to start, and then certain things are going to happen that kind of picks that up a little bit. And you're going to see her anxiety, maybe some of her paranoia, and eventually it's going to come a point where she has a bigger interaction with this other woman who's staying at the motel. And once that kind of happens, you kind of learn a little bit more about her, and eventually you're going to learn a lot more about her, and maybe why she's kind of on edge. Um, and like I said, or like it says in the summary there, there's a haunting, or there's something else going on here, that's kind of keeping the tension there, keeping in the background. So you're always looking. She kind of gets scared, here and there. Um, there's going to be something that kind of happens, and like I said, I want to keep this as spoiler free as possible. There's going to be it says haunting, and the property is haunted, so we'll go with that. We'll go with letting you know that there's something that's keeping an eye on her, or that she's seeing or hearing or whatever, that's kind of keeping her on edge, that is kind of driving this tension that's going on in the movie. um, and she is there with another woman, and but she's working there, the other woman's staying there, so you get a good scene of them together, and then they kind of split apart again. But always remember that this woman is there, and will make they will come across each other a couple of times in the film. um, and then of course she has her phone call to him in case she needs it, and so forth. So there's not much I can say without spoiling it, as far as where else this goes. um, but there's gonna have she's gonna have another encounter, which is actually a little awkward, but also kind of funny, and kind of leads to a little bit of mystery, but uh, doesn't have too much to do with anything else than just kind of adding more to the film. But it is a good scene, that kind of bring that tension down a little bit and kind of change it in a little bit of direction, before then completely switching back to the tension. So I don't want to give away that, so you guys can kind of see that for yourself. Lots for you guys to see for yourself here. I will say, like I said at the top, there is a twist here. I enjoyed the twist, definitely liked it, and it kind of turned the film. Not that I disliked anything going on in the beginning, because sometimes I'll tell you guys that I was really slow at the beginning and I really didn't like it. No, I did like it. I was fine with everything that happened, but definitely at the end, the movie kind of tilts into my direction, and stuff that I like. So I definitely enjoyed the back half and the final, I guess, act of the film. Um, I don't want to give you any details, but if you know me, you probably can guess what is going to happen here. Um, but yeah, there's a good twist here. Maybe some of you guys would catch it. For whatever reason, I really wasn't looking for a twist, so when it kind of happened, I was like, oh, okay. And it seems to be, pretty well explained, and you kind of see what's going on here. So I enjoyed it. I can't complain about the twist. I think maybe some of you guys out there, maybe now that if you're watching me and you haven't seen the movie and you're kind of looking out for a twist, maybe it'll give you guys, maybe you guys will guess it. Like I said, I really wasn't looking for a twist. I was just kind of watching, so kind of when it happened, I was like, oh, okay, I liked it, and I can see, I see what they did there, so it was fine. So, but maybe if you guys catch it sooner, maybe that ruins the movie kind of for you. I don't know, since I didn't really see it that way. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes when you kind of figure the twist, that can mess up the movie for you. So you try not to think about it, like I did, and just kind of watch. Even though I'm talking a lot about the twist, just kind of try to watch it, and kind of just enjoy what is happening in front of you. Don't overthink it. But yeah, I really liked everything that happened at the end. I approve of it. I don't want to give too much detail because I don't want to give away anything. But I definitely enjoyed it. The woman here Gwen is played by Phoebe Tonkin, if I said that right. Hopefully I did. She does a really good job. Some of you may recognize her from some of her other work. I don't want to highlight anything because then you may say, "Oh, I didn't see her in that. I saw her in something, whatever." Um, but she's a familiar face for me at least. Some other horror that I used to watch. So um, she does a really good job, and a lot of the film is on her. Like I said, she does have some interactions, but there are many a scene where it's just kind of her and then that creepy atmosphere that you got going on here. In different, depending what she's doing, where she is, it's a little bit different, but overall, she's always kind of looking over her shoulder and whatever. So there's something going on there, and like I said, they'll kind of fill you in a little bit of things, and then obviously the twist is going to happen, and then you'll be like, oh, okay. And then I enjoy the way after the final act and after you kind of see everything that's going to kind of happen. The movie kind of wraps up, and the way it kind of wrapped up, I liked that as well. Again, I don't want to give it away. I don't want to blow it for you guys. But I'll just say that I like that too. So, when you guys go and you do watch it, you can definitely hit me up in the comment section or on social media, whatever. Say, hey, I also enjoyed the ending, or hey, I didn't like the ending, whatever you guys say. And then we can kind of talk about it. I don't want to spoil anything for you here. But I did like that. The movie kind of could have ended, when it ended. But then, they give you that little extra and definitely added another, kept it creepy, even though what has already happened and whatever, but definitely gave you a definitely creepy end. And, kind of give you also that smile in a horror way, horror has succeeded well here, and continues on. So, yeah, that's it. So, I did enjoy this. I didn't say too much on social media, but I know that via Promote Horror and even a little bit here, I've definitely been sharing this movie a lot. And I tend to, I don't have to, they send me the stuff and I send it out there and then I can stop. But, since I enjoyed the movie so much, I gave it some extra shares and kind of put it out there. And we'll probably continue to do so for the next while, just to make sure that you guys check it out. Because I really enjoy the movie. And when I really enjoy something, I put a little more effort into making sure you guys check it out. So with that, you guys can kind of guess. I'm going to give it 4 pools of blood. Not that I've seen a ton of horror yet. We're still early in the year. It is March now. And, things are just kind of starting to get really rolling. But definitely, probably one of my favorites I've seen so far. Whether this will hold up for the whole year, I don't know. But so far, this is a pretty good one in my eyes. So that's 4 pools of blood out of 5 for Night Shift, and definitely give you a 0 pools of blood for wanting to work the night shift. Not a good idea. Don't do it. 0 pools of blood because you're gonna end up with lots of pools of blood maybe. So just don't do it. So yeah, horrorsgoryreviews.blogspot.com is where you can find all of my reviews, written and video, of course. Mostly video reviews of quite a while now. So you can find all those here on the channel. So you can like and subscribe and do all those things that everybody wants to do. But if not, no worries. It is truly okay. Twitter, Facebook, information down below. Also, if you want to find me there or not, it is fine. But if you want to talk horror or have something for me to review or so forth, feel free to reach out to me there or in the comment section. I know like I said, we're rolling now and lots of festivals are kicking off and going and so forth. So if you got a film at a film festival and so forth and you want me to watch it, and it doesn't have to be a full-length feature, it can be a short as well. I know I haven't done too many reviews of shorts lately, but I'm certainly open to that as well. So also in the comment section, like I said, once you see the movie, see the twist and so forth, if you want to talk about it, please do so. You know, we can talk about it. I try not to don't prefer, you know, spoilers be out there, but you know, whatever. If you have to talk about it, have to mention something, feel free to do so, and we can talk about it and on social media as well. So again, Night Shift, you guys check it out. It is on VOD and in theaters, if you prefer, whichever way you prefer it. And I recommend it. And if you need more information, you know, I've been putting it out through Promote Horror and so forth. So if you need more information on the film, you know, and you can't easily find it, you know, you can also ask me, and I will try to point you in the right direction there. So yeah, 4 pools of blood out of 5 for Night Shift. Don't work the night shift, watch the night shift, and I will catch you on the next review, horror fans.